Summertime is abundant with fresh tomatoes. Today we're going to show you 2 recipes to enjoy your harvest. I'm making a simple rustic galette.
And I'll be making my award-winning tomato pie. So earlier today, I made a single crust pie dough. Here's what I did. Combine 1 1/4 cup flour with 1/4 teaspoon salt. Add 4 tablespoons chilled butter and 1/4 cup chilled shortening. Cut in to form coarse crumbs. Drizzle 3 to 5 tablespoons ice water and mix gently. The dough should come together when pressed. Gather the dough into a ball, wrap in plastic, and chill for at least 30 minutes. Place the chilled dough onto a floured work surface and roll it out. I use my pie plate as a guide, leaving about 1 inch for overhang. Crimp the edges with a fork for a simple finish.
Donna, I love your pie crust, but I don't make that very well. So instead, I bought pre-made pie dough, and all I have to do is roll it out onto my parchment paper.
I love it. Okay, so now we're ready to begin our process, and we can pretty much agree that the assembly is the same.
Yes.
First important step is to create a barrier between the tomato and the pie dough because we want to eliminate a soggy crust.
Okay.
So I'm going to be using mayonnaise.
Well, I'm using Dijon mustard.
Okay.
My first layer is the onions, and I have caramelized onions, which I prepared earlier today.
I'm using shallots.
My next layer is Gruyere cheese.
I'm using white cheddar.
Oh, that sounds great.
Mm-hmm.
I like the combinations we've got so far. So I think the next step is the tomatoes.
Another important step to remember, we cleaned, sliced the tomatoes, salted them, put them in a colander to drain for about half an hour, and then blotted them dry.
So we can layer these onto our galette, you onto your pie.
Yeah, and I think it's really important that you really have to get them as dry as possible because they have so much moisture.
Right.
So,
no, I don't want to, I've taken all this time. I don't want a soggy pie.
No, nobody wants to dig into that. Oh, look how beautiful yours looks. I love it. Yeah.
I see you have some other ingredients over there.
I do. You know, I like to put a little bit of pimento peppers, and then just to pull everything together, I like Parmesan cheese.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You're going to do Parmesan?
Yeah.
I'm going to use Parmesan. So the reason I like galettes is because you can just fold up your edges any old way you want, any mishmash way.
Yes, that's the beauty of a galette.
You don't have to have any special skill, nothing like that. Just kind of fold it. Look at that. How easy was that?
Pinch it, right? Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, even the most novice of bakers can pull this off.
Did you just call me a novice?
No, okay. But I will encourage people to try that because, and then when you take it out, it's rustic and it looks professional at the same time.
I think it looks great just like that. But I'm adding one more thing.
Oh.
Earlier, I cut these green onions on a little bit of a diagonal, and I kind of tossed them in a little bit of butter, and I'm putting those all over the top. Now, doesn't that look? That looks great.
That does.
Okay.
Well, I'm going to finish mine off with a little bit of Parmesan. Well, this is all about tomatoes. So, Diane, what temperature?
I'm going to bake mine at 375 degrees for about 35, 45 minutes.
Okay. Okay. Same here. But another tip, we preheated a baking stone for you.
Yes.
And a cookie sheet for me because that's another trick to keep a nice crust on the bottom and reduce the sogginess.
All right.
See you back in 45. So Diane, here we are with our finished, here's my tomato pie.
And here's my simple rustic galette.
Oh man, they both look fantastic. So here's a couple more ways that you can enjoy the summer harvest. So until next time,
enjoy.
Ciao.